Spell failure chances for armors and shields made from authority decrease by 10%. Maximum dex bonuses are increased by 2, and armor check penalties are decreased by 2, or by 3. Maximum dex bonus is that value, which plays directly into what I said just a minute ago. Hope that's super clear. You're weak, Torag, weak and pathetic. How could you, the god of all dwarves, the great creator, be knocked down by some meager troll? You've confused the god with the sculpture depicting him. Gods are not pathetic. Those who grovel at their feet and beg for charity then cry when they receive no crumbs from the divine table, on the other hand. Ooh. Also, how can the dwarves put their trust in you, you traitor god? How can you protect your people if you're incapable of defending yourself? You confuse the reason with the consequence. Torag's worshippers left this place. Their faith doesn't empower Torag anymore, so he has no need to protect this fortress. Harim opens his mouth to object, but apparently can't find any good arguments. Finally, he gives up on you. You're so blind, Ko, he says just to fill the silence, and turns away. It was just an old statue, but what's Torag got to do with it? You're wrong, Ko. It's not just any statue. It's a symbol. Faith feeds the gods, just like food nourishes our mortal bodies, and the symbols of faith are the channels through which gods communicate with faithful. The symbol is destroyed, therefore Torag is weak, Ko. If he could protect this place, he wouldn't allow such desolation to happen. You throw a glance towards Akun, expecting him to stand up for Torag, but the ranger just shrugs instead. No sense in over-persuading, he says, looking at Harim. The statue was ancient and easy to break. Don't try to see hidden signs where there aren't any. You're blind. How could the statue possibly be destroyed if Torag was protecting this place? Harim is dumb. How could dwarves perish here if Torag cared about them? Dumb. No, Ko. This whole place is an anthem for Oblivion's victory over weakness. A victory Grotus won over Torag. Stop whining. Let's go. We still have a lot to do. I love that the only option to talk to this guy is stop whining. That should tell you a lot about his character. That's how we leave the conversation. I can't wait to get rid of him. Okay. Stop whining!
As it should be.
The loot taken from neighboring villages is piled here in a heap of trash. Ooh, nice.
In due time.
How big is this place? Oh, it's pretty big. Okay.
Fuck, Borba here.
Borba want kill daddy? Why kill daddy, Borba? Rock trolls, smaller than Kargad. The trolls who have just appeared seemingly from nowhere look like small copies of Kargad, though they are only small in comparison to Kargad himself. Their height equals the height of a grown man. Borba want kill daddy. Borba garung, Borba bad. Akun silently raises his bow. The trolls don't run away, instead they stare at him with offended expressions. Want kill us too, Borba? Wait, Akun. It was Kargad who murdered your family, not his children. They stand innocent before you. Killing them now will make you the very thing you loathe. Lower your bow before it's too late. After several strained seconds, Akun does as commanded, if half-heartedly. You are here to help my vengeance. Oh, you, he muttered, almost as if reminding himself. Let's go now. Don't want to see them anymore. Cool. That was cool. We basically were like, we're not going to kill your kids, dude. Oh, and then it just starts the fight versus this guy?
Stop me.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, I have made a huge mistake. Let's do the big one first. Oh, God, no. Amiri! Ah! Yeah, let her get there first. Holy shit, he got hit for 13 and he hasn't even been scratched. Oh, my kingdom for a summon.
I can't keep this up much longer.
Please work for like a second.
Consider me provoked.
Oh, she's dead. Damn. Do.
Go.
Oh, should we? Nah, I think you know what? I think we might be able to beat this guy without resting. I think I need to pre-buff a little bit though. Let's do this real quick.
Outdoor adventures are good
let's
for
do-
skin and
You're
body
good.
shape, but
I
they
am
just
prepared.
ruin the
Let's get
hair.
this going early. Let's get this in early. This will cast during the fight. This goes on her.
Here I am. See,
We'll rage you for the fight.
I am your shield.
Okay. See if we can lure him to the open roof behind you. Oh, back here? Interesting idea.
All according to plan.
Here. I'm listening.
Praise the sun.
I need a check.
Applause, please.
Demo dog. Oh, okay, well. All right, then. That's not a thing, apparently. Let's go ahead and haste up Emery. Damn, nice 53 crit.
Won't kill me.
Man, this guy hits like a truck. Okay. That was a good call, though. I like that. That was a good call. No, even if it didn't work, that was still an interesting idea. I think that was still an interesting idea.
Time's not waiting.
Okay.
All according to plan.
Why don't you disable permadeath? You always reload anyway? Nah. I'm not doing a custom rule set. If you do custom rules, then you're not playing on that difficulty anymore, you know?
In due time.
He did take a lot more damage in the light, you think? Carhammer says weird line to draw. I'm a pretty weird dude, to be fair. I'm a pretty weird dude, man. I don't make a lot of sense either. I really don't. Seriously, don't look into it too much. I don't make sense. Okay, let's move everyone back. We're gonna move back to like here. I can't tell if fighting in the light actually did anything.
I can't keep this up much
Jesus
longer.
Christ, Valerie.
Tear them apart!
You know, a casual 51 damage hit, just, you know, chilling. Okay.
Avenge me.
Oh, she's actually not dead, so I'm okay with this.
This won't kill me.
Oh, she's dead, though. Man, this guy hits like a freaking truck, man. He hits like a truck. Let me try to attack him where he is. I want to see if it's any different. He wasn't in the light, and he seemed to take about the same amount of damage, so. Wait till the boss dude? Oh, I can only imagine. Well, this is a boss dude, but the main boss dude, yeah, I can only imagine, dude. I can only imagine. Not looking forward to it. It said he takes more damage than the light before. Did it? Okay, well. I think if we move back immediately, Valerie can maybe get there in time. Oh, especially if that, like right there. Okay, there we go.
Consider me provoked.
I can't keep this up much longer.
So many misses! Ah!
Survive. I always survive.
This was not
Ow!
part of the
I
plan.
die free.
You got this, bro. You got this. For your son!
My path.
Oh! Okay, well, I guess he didn't love him that much. Alright, well. Or daughter, or whatever. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, Cat saying fighting the light does nothing, so we'll just, oh, actually, you know what I could do, though? You know what I could do? I think our ranger's actually pretty fast. So I wonder if he could get, like, some attacks off on him. And also, if we start moving back down, is he...
Plan.
Yeah, he still comes up. Cool. Okay. We can't even see him, but there he is. Oh, there he is. Okay, good. I should put AC buffs on my tank? I should. Unfortunately, I'm trying to do this without resting, so...
Ah, good. You dead.
Tear them apart!
Let's do a nice big buff there. That'll help with attack rolls. She needs to go in a second.
They go down!
There's prayer. Prayer is in. Let's see if we can maybe get this to work. I doubt it, but we'll try. Acids. Actually, no. Haste with you. Hopefully we can get that on Amory.
I can't keep this up much longer.
Oh, I think he's just bitter, which is hilarious. 18, nice hit.
Kill me!
Yeah, for the record, this would be about 100 times easier.
Definitely will be.
If
No strength wasted.
if I was resting, but I'm trying not to rest. The troll utters a hoarse sound and falls thunderously. Dark, sticky blood oozes from his wounds. He tries to raise his hands to defend himself, but he is only able to clench his fist. He snaps his jaws in one last effort to devour you. Suddenly, he goes still. Done. Ekin sighs, lowering his bow, and you're not sure if he's talking about the troll's death, about his completed vengeance, or about his own mental state. In the dim light, it seems to you that Ekin's eyes lose their usual spark. Several wrinkles seem to disappear from his forehead. The ranger comes closer to the defeated troll and stares at the corpse with contempt. His lips are pressed into a thin line, his fists clench, and his knuckles are white. Without a word, Ekin raises his legs and delivers a great kick to the side of the rock troll. This effort must have been painful for the ranger, but not a single muscle moves in his face. His expression is a frozen mask of rage and suffering, and the pain from the hit fades in comparison. Done. Ekin repeats quietly, turning to you. Thank you, friend. Your help was priceless. From now on, your questions will be answered. If you still want them, you deserve that. Wow. Cool. Man, look how he died, too. That's crazy. Strength plus 2 belt. Save. It'd be better not to ascertain what or whom this stew is made of.
In due time.
Nice. Ooh. Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay. Okay.
That is not far.
Oh, it's +2 to 2 stats? I think it's just 1. Oh! Strength and con. Cool. Thank you. Hell yeah, man. Badass.
As it should be.
Is there another closet? Oh, there's loot right in there? Wait, what?
Look ahead.
It's a dwarf corpse. There were dwarves here. You see a pile of mutilated bodies reaching nearly to the ceiling. The bodies used to be humans, dwarves, cows, sheep, and God knows what else. Some corpses look fresh, others have already started to decompose, filling the passage with a heavy, sickening stench. The trolls probably use this corner as a meat storage. You're ready to pass by, but suddenly you notice some weak movement near the edge of the pile. Having a closer look, you understand one of the corpses is not exactly a corpse yet. A bare-chested dwarf moves his lips silently, staring blindly at the ceiling. His chest has some bite marks left by a huge jaw, and he has no legs. They seem to be bitten off at the knees. Poor man. I'm afraid our magic can't help him anymore. We should put him out of his misery. Let us grant the gift of a quick death to this unfortunate soul and take revenge to those monsters who made him suffer. It feels so wrong to finish him off. He fights death itself. This battle is his. Let's leave this miserable sufferer alone. He's on the verge of non-existence, so let him make his own last step into oblivion. Examine the dying dwarf. The dwarf definitely looks like he will not make it. He has lost a lot of blood, and his horrible wounds would have killed any other person long ago. The fact that he still clings to life is either a miracle or his own unthinkable stubbornness. I'm going to try to heal him. The healing efforts have an effect of sorts. The dwarf seems to come halfway to life and start talking in an unknown language. Karadash, Cromer, Dug Gadalon. The light around you grows dim all of a sudden, and the floor starts to tremble, resonating with the dwarf's voice. Uzmar, Cyril, Nadzak. What is this? What's happening? Stop it immediately, you villain! Harm hands clench at his beard. The ancient dwarven tongue, the curse of Torag. Oh, Grotus, embrace your faithful servant. We all shall die now. We should run or hide. Shut him up, somebody. Stop. We don't want to harm you. The dwarf doesn't seem to hear you. Cyril Darabosh Nadzak, he finishes and lets out his last breath. The silence that falls feels unnatural. Your own steps and hastily mugged cough seem far away. It has gotten darker too, or is it just your eyes? After several long moments, the sensation fades, but you feel that the ancient dwarf's curse has worked. I thought I healed him, but I guess I gotta heal him more. So wait, there were multiple healing options? Did I miss the second healing option? Heal the dwarf. Oh, yeah, I totally missed that. Try to heal the dwarf again. As soon as your healing kicks in, the dwarf interrupts his monologue, apparently regaining awareness of his surroundings. He moves his head with an immense effort and looks you up and down. You're not a troll. I thought you were one of them. Dwarf coughs out clots of dark blood. I'm the priest of Torag. Have been searching this ancient outpost. Found it seems. He tries to laugh, but instead bursts into a new fit of coughs. Come closer. With an immense effort, he raises his hand and whispers words of blessing, so sweet and kind compared to his prior curses. Having heard Torag's name, Hiram recoils. I need no blessing from the traitor god, he whispers into his beard. The last effort seems to be too much for the dying dwarf. Having finished, he drops his limp hand, draws one last breath, and falls silent. Wow. I don't even know what this blessing does. It doesn't even say. Man, poor guy, dude.
All according to plan.
The dwarven feels.
Interesting.
Under a floor panel? Nice.
In due
We're getting
time.
so much good loot in here. This is crazy, man. There's so much good loot in here. We barely started this place. Kobold artist? An odd kobold sits in front of the wall. His scales, snout, and especially hands are covered with something akin to a blend of tar and what seems to be a rancid mud-colored filth. Occasionally, the kobold plunges his hand into the clay pot nestled beside him, grabs a handful of paint, and slowly smears it on the wall. The unintelligible smears gradually resolve into a crude drawing of a huge kobold striking a heroic pose. There are many smaller figures surrounding him, but you can't tell who they might be. He doesn't seem to have noticed you. Watch the kobold. The kobold continues in a strange state that seems to be somewhere between deep meditation and a trance. Back when I was a slave, I would sometimes see my masters behave like this. It seems to happen after inhaling some kind of drug. The same slow movements, incoherent muttering, drooling. Okay, can you hear me? Tartuk. So he's painting Tartuk. Can you tell me about Tartuk? How can I find Tartuk? Alright, go on painting. Lovely picture, by the way. Dude, I really am glad we picked Chaotic Good. I like Chaotic
Requires
Good.
your attention.
It's... Oh! Oh, thank God. Oh, Jesus. I thought I... Okay.
What's that?
Okay. 11? Damn.
I did as you asked.
Whoa.
You see that?
Done and done.
4 to 19 damage? Frost Greatsword plus 1? I'm sorry, what now? Whoa! Interesting. Dude, look at it. Holy shit. So... Wow. It's only a +1, though, and this is a plus... Oh, they're both +1. It's basically the same thing. It's just a little... It has a more... Less X3. It's a 1920. But yeah, these are very similar. Very similar. But I think once we're done with the trolls... Well, I mean, it's great having options. Like, now we have an acid for trolls. We got fire for things that are... Yeah, this is cool. 2d6 is better than 1d12. Yeah, it's true. That's true as well. Yeah, that's true. That's true as well. For sure. But we're still going to use this here for the acid. But that's great, man. What a great weapon. Awesome. Hey, Radkosh. Have a great night, buddy. We'll see you later, man. High perception is so good in this game. I love it, man.
That is not
so
far.
many little secrets. There was another panel? I don't think so. No, we good. Yeah, we good. Thank you, though.
As it should be.
Always happy to double check. We already got the one next to the kobold. That's what opened the door. Oh, shit.
In due time. Enemy approaching. All
We still haven't
according to
rested,
plan.
man. This is going, like, super well. Uh-oh. Nope.
Follow my lead.
All right, I think we might have finally hit our
Trolls
wall.
near.
I very much doubt we're going to be able to do this. I mean, of course we're going to try, but...
I am yours to command.
Who will prevail? Does it matter?
Get him, team.
Let us strike as one.
Go.
Consider me provoked.
This won't kill me.
Yeah, well. Alright, I think we're gonna have to rest. I think it might finally be time to rest. Oh, in fact, let's go rest outside. That'd probably be the best option. Because then we can hunt. What a great game. I know, right? This game is awesome, dude. This game is awesome. One second. Boop. All right, did we... Oh, that's it. Okay, great. Why did I take the dwarf instead of Tristan? I took the dwarf instead of Tristan because he has a quest here that we're working on. Yep. Okay, let's go ahead and get our rest on. Do we have any healing we can do? Barely. Okay. Let's actually do a save before we do this. Oh, I was going to look at food.
Had I not met Grotus's followers in my darkest hour,
Bye-bye
I
blessing?
might have
Maybe.
taken the
Yeah,
same
probably.
path as
Blessing is
you.
probably gone.
I don't think of it as a path. The gods simply don't have a place in my life, that's all. And if you were disappointed in the gods, you would be preaching atheism as passionately as you preach the teaching of Grotus.
That's a good point. Great. Can you see we see your alignment shifts? Sure. Give me one
The
second.
end draws near.
Not bad.
All according to
hell.
plan.
Okay. All right. Do we need to do anything? Oh, and now he has his skills now. Awesome. Okay, let's put these up. We're gonna put those on him.
Ready and willing.
Did you get a new? The hell's this shit? Okay. Yeah, it's fine. And then you.
Give the
are
order.
good, you are good.
Oh, sorry.
Put that on.
I know what to do.
I should save that for a boss.
Grotus awaits us.
Time's not
Here.
waiting.
Why do I feel like I'm missing some spells with her? No, maybe not. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and continue
In
this
due
adventure
time.
tomorrow.